Hi, hello, Jen Gilchrist here. I am happy to be here for day 4. It's all about activating your creativity to ignite inspired action, right? I'd love to hear in the comments below. Have you ever felt just totally either stuck in your business? It can look two ways, right? We can either be frozen, where we walk around doing nothing, scrolling on Facebook, and just not actually getting anything done. Or sometimes we can find ourselves super busy, but not very productive, right? And so, yeah, comment below. How does that happen for you? It happens both for me. But when I'm really stuck, I think I actually almost get frozen and don't know what to do, right? I tend to be an action taker in general, so busyness is good and always happening, but at the same time, it's important to know, is it inspired action or is it just busyness, right? I'm gonna check online here to see if it's going. Sorry. Because my iPad's being weird today. It's like it won't flip the other way, so I don't know if I'm sideways. I tried to fix it, so we'll see. It is what it is, right? So anyhow, if you get online and you see I'm sideways, do let me know though. All right, so hi Kimberly, thanks for joining. So anyways, we're talking about the concept of igniting inspired action and how sometimes it can look like either being frozen or being super duper busy. And so the tools I've given so far in this challenge have a lot to do with being able to get out of either being frozen, overwhelmed, or busy and into being productive and in alignment and an inspired action. So today I just wanted to look at my notes a little bit here. I got discombobulated with getting started here. It was all sideways and doing weird things. Sorry. So it's kind of the dance between the masculine and the feminine energy, right? We've been talking a lot about quieting and going within, because really the first step is connecting back with yourself and creating space. But today I want to talk about having time to actually use your hands for creativity. There's many ways that you can ignite creativity, right? Like Zumba, like there's two ways really, two energetic main qualities, right? Through your second chakra, like Zumba or dancing or moving your hips or moving your body, exercise and being in nature, and all those things are wonderful ways. But energetically, your second chakra, and we have something called female creative energy, which is like a super sauce for supercharging manifesting that I talk about and teach a lot in my 3-month Manifesting Miracles program, which is amazing. So how you can get started with that is just moving your hips, right? But today I want to talk about the creative channels, which is actually energetically from your 5th chakra going down your arms and out your hands, right? And so we have hand chakras as well, and sometimes this stuff can get just a little bit bogged down. It can get a little bit clogged up. And so today's activity, well, I know you may not be able to actually carve out time today to actually do the project. If you do, super bonus, post about it, please. And if you don't, just hop on and share with us, tune in. What can you do with your hands that's actually something creative and fun, right? Because even if you just take 10 minutes, it's going to start to clear and move the energy through your creative channels and ignite some ideas. You'll be amazed. I was going to share a couple of things like painting, right? Painting, for me and my daughter have been doing YouTube paintings. It's just, I'm not a Van Gogh, but these things make me happy. And when I'm done doing some of these creative projects, it makes me happy, right? It feels really fun. And so by the end of taking an afternoon or a couple of hours in something that's creative, you actually start to get the energy flowing in that space. So I'd love to hear what you guys are going to do. And if you have time to do it today, awesome. If not, just share about it. Another idea I had, I'm getting ready to do a soul collage. I'm in a program actually, and one of the activities is doing soul collage, which is, I can't really teach on it because I'm kind of new to it, but in essence, it's using kind of like a small vision board for a particular project. And something that you could think about doing that's a quicker project is doing a small vision board that is just specific to maybe 1 month or one particular goal or how you want to feel, right? So it doesn't have to be some big project, although those are fun too, but just a way to think about what can I do in a half an hour that feels fun, right? And that's something you could do. Painting, gardening, anything with your hands is really going to get that energy moving. And again, the reason why we want to do this is because you have to be in motion. When we're not in motion, nothing's going to be happening. We can't course correct, right? So all these activities are really designed to get into aligned action and taking steps in the direction of your dreams. So that is a lot of what I wanted to talk about today. If you have miracles, I'm noticing in the miracles journal, we have I haven't seen a lot of posts around what things you've been creating. That's also really inspiring. So if you haven't jumped in and started like keeping track of the miracles journal, meaning what is it that you're consciously creating? What have you put your intention out to do? What have you asked for? What did you set your intention for and start to receive? When you start to log those things, it's like a magnetizing effect to start to draw more of those experiences to you. So that's also something really cool that I'd love for you to share about, because it's inspiring to others as well. And it's really empowering to know that you really are the creator of your own experience, right? I mean, you can call on, I love working with the angels and using my intuition, but when you tap in and really ask God and the universe for support, it helps you so much. So I'd love to hear more about what miracles you guys are creating as well. I should have said this in the beginning. I always forget that you guys can always subscribe to my live cast, because I'm going to be doing a lot more trainings in the group, outside the group, but especially within the group. And that way you get notified right when I start, and you can hop on from the very beginning, because I noticed that I get almost all the way through and then people start getting the notifications. So subscribe if you want to get quick access. And of course, you can always watch the replay. All right, so what else did I want to chat about today? I think that's really the main things around the creativity. Just to recap, it's just knowing when you're frozen, when you're busy not being productive, it's time to check back in with yourself, do some of the earlier meditations that we've taught earlier in the week, and using creativity as a way to get into inspired action is going to be another way to really heal yourself and tap into that passion and that excitement. Another thing I'll say about this is sometimes when we do things with our hands, like I did hair and makeup, especially in weddings and in the hair industry for 17 years. And so I was fortunate to be able to make a really good living using my hands and my creativity. However, sometimes there's attachment to responsibility in this space. And so when we start tapping in and doing something without expectation, without any pressure on it or perfectionism on it, we get to actually move out some of that responsibility from our creative space. And I know the people that follow me tend to also be very intuitive and creative beings. And you could either be in a job that you're not tapping into your creativity, which could just make you feel so depressed and sucked dry. You know what I mean? It's an awful feeling when you're not getting to express yourself, right? Our vibration lowers and it doesn't feel good because we're out of alignment. And so that's one way. And the other way is if you have a job where you are using your creativity, sometimes it can get looped up with the feeling of pressure and responsibility and money and this kind of thing too. So it really is a healing to free up that space for you and start to move it through some of those energies so that you can get back into that divine download kind of place. So that is what I wanted to share about today, as well as just a reminder for what is today? Thursday. So tomorrow night, we're going to do a new moon ceremony in my group here, where I work with the angels a lot, and we're just going to set powerful intentions together on the new moon at, I can't remember what I said, at 4 or 5 o'clock Pacific time. I'll post about it for sure, but just so you know. And then the other thing is Saturday morning, we're doing the Manifesting Miracles Masterclass that's exclusive to my community right now. This is a class that's only going to be for people in this challenge and people on my list. You can join me on Zoom. It's going to be really awesome. Lots of juicy topics. There's going to be so much information packed into that hour. So I would highly suggest carving out some time for that. There will be a replay. I also will have a special invitation that you won't want to miss as well. So you'll want to check it out quickly if you do, because it's only going to be until Monday afternoon. And I really tried to think of something that could help every single person move forward, make it really simple for everyone to be able to say yes on some level. To themselves, that is. And I also just want to thank you all for showing up, right? Like you guys showing up and being here allows me to do what I love to do. It allows me to show up and share my gifts in the world, which is I love inspiring and teaching and sharing with people how to step into their greatness, how to step into their bigness, how to really align and live lives that feel exciting and fun to them, right? And through that process, you just awaken more and more and more to who you really are. You just step into that bigger version of yourself, who you know you're meant to become, right? What's accessible for you to become. And I love that, and it brings me so much joy to hear, how the ahas that are happening and the inspiration that's coming to y'all. So I'd love for you to share even in the comments below, what's your biggest takeaway? What's an aha that you've had this week? What is something that's inspired you? So yeah, Thank you very much. I was thinking how much fun I've had this week just getting on here and being committed to sharing. So anyhow, that is all I have for today. If you hopped on late, you might want to check out the first part of the replay and catch up with the how I took this content deeper in terms of connecting into your creativity and why it's important. Okay, have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing your posts. Bye.